Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. My name is Sagar and in this video we'll see how we can create purchase requisition. So let me go to front end, and when I will go to my procurement and sourcing, and I have this purchase requisition here. When I open this, here I can create my purchase requisition. So I can click on new, and here I can simply specify a test. Here I can say Sagar test and click OK. Here if you see, the important field is this purchase requisition ID and the purchase requisition name. Okay, then at the line level, let me add a line. Okay, here already my name is coming, like my legal entity. Okay, buying legal entity, everything is coming here. I need to specify simply item number. So let me pick this only. I'll click OK here. And as soon as I add this, automatically everything is getting populated. I need to specify quantity here. For example, let me say this as 2, and I will save it. So this is also another important field. Then I believe site and warehouse should also be, let me expand this node. Expand this node. Inventory dimension. Okay, site and warehouse is auto populated, so that is good. Okay, so we'll write a code for this. For that, I will go to my renewable. I will create a renewable class. I will click on class. I will go with renewable class, and here I can say create purge requisition. I will click add. Okay, now the first thing I will do is I will use my header and line table. So the tables which are responsible for purchase order, purchase requisition header and line is purge request table, purge req table, and the PurchReqLine table. TBLA, again PurchReqLine, select PurchReqLine. Now I will use my TTS begin and commit here. So TTS commit, and open this. I will write my code. Now the first thing is that I will use my init method, because there are few default values that I will get auto assigned. So if you say init value method, which is just to initialize the default value, so from here you will get the required date, your purchase requisition status to draft, and your current worker ID. So all this information, this method will assign all the default values. Now the next thing is that we need to assign our purge rec ID field, that is the auto number for this. For that, again, I can use my number sequence class, and I can say new. I need to get a new number. Here I need to specify number sequence reference, so that I can get from my PurchReqTable. There's a method called number reference PurchReq ID, and I can close this, and at the end I can use my num function to get a auto PurchReq ID. And the next thing is that now I need to assign a name to my PurchReqTable dot PurchReq name. So I'll say Sagar test2. So I'm talking about this particular field. This is assigned, this is assigned. This field will get auto populated using init value method. Okay. Then I can simply insert. Now my header is pretty much ready. So I can use my insert operation, and I think I'll be done with my header level details. So I can say my header is completed here. And now I will focus towards my line. Again, I will say PurchReqTable dot init from PurchReqTable, and here I need to pass my PurchReqTable. Okay, and let's see what all is getting initialized here. So I can go to definition here. So if you see all this information, like your PurchReq name, type, required date, all this will get auto assigned from our header table. Okay, and then before this I will need to ensure. Oh, I think I did one mistake here. I realized it. So here it should be line, right? Is there a method for this? Let me put out. Yeah, here we have the method. Let me close this. Save, and let's go towards this particular method now. Yeah, this is good now. And all the information are here. So yeah, this is fine now. Okay, now this is done. Init from PurchReqTable. Now I will assign a item ID. What I want to request, right? So I will need to specify I can say item ID equals to 1000, and then I think the location and site was getting defaulted for this particular product, so I will use the same product instead of using 1001. So I can go to my Visual Studio, and I will assign this, because here everything will get defaulted from this one. So I do not need to specify the warehouse, site, even my legal entity and all this. But one thing I will need to make sure that I specify my quantity. So I can say PurchReqLine dot purch quantity. Let me say I will buy 5 quantities. Sorry, I need to get 5 quantities. And then I can say PurchReqLine dot invent dim data area ID. I can get it using this global function, and at the end I can simply use my PurchReqLine PurchReqLine dot insert method. I think this will be ready, and I will remove this, and at the end I can simply use my info strfmt to know what PurchReq ID have been generated. So I will use strfmt PurchReq ID and say PurchReqTable dot PurchReq ID. Let me try to build and see whether this is working or not. So I will do build now. Alright guys, so the build is completed and I run my runnable class and I can see this purchase requisition ID got generated. And if I will open this, all the default information like the status, created date, like the name, PurchReq ID is already there. So let me open. So lines are not populating here. I think there is some issue that we'll figure out later. But rest, if you see, all the other information are already available here. So maybe there might be issue with the item, inventory ID. So we'll need to work on that one. But yeah, this is a boiler piece of code. Here we have used two tables, PurchReqTable and PurchReqLine table. We use it init value method in both the tables so that the default values can be automatically initialized, and then we assigned the new number sequence. Then here we put this particular name. Then we defaulted the values from this header, like the PurchReq head table, to our line table. Then we specify item ID, purge quantity, like the inventory data area ID. Then we did the insert operation. Thanks for watching this video. Some changes.